Hey, it's Kelly here, former crack addict, recovery coach, and Life Beyond Sobriety. That is my private online community for people in addiction recovery who want to set big goals now that they're sober and make those goals happen. We learn strategies in weekly live coaching sessions to make those things come true. Go to lifebeyondsobriety.com and check it out.
Ox had it all. He had a good one. He had money in the bank. She didn't care when he drank. Didn't care that he wasn't good looking. Ox had a job. He had food on the table. He had a car that would drive. Just a little bus on the right-hand side. Most everything was comfy and stable, but Ox had a vice. He thought the strip clubs were nice, and got cleaned out by a floozy meat spice. Ox had it all right. Working in the graveyard shift. He had lost his job, he lost his car. His woman set him adrift. Working in the graveyard shift. Ox had it all right. Working in the graveyard shift. They paid the bills on. Pay the bills on. In the graveyard. In the graveyard shift.
Hey, it's Kelly here, former crack addict, recovery coach, and Life Beyond Sobriety. That is my private online community for people in addiction recovery who want to set big goals now that they're sober and make those goals happen. We learn strategies in weekly live coaching sessions to make those things come true. Go to lifebeyondsobriety.com and check it out 2 weeks for free.
Yo, what up, y'all? Welcome to the Graveyard Shift. This is episode 101. Man, that's one step closer to 500. We are on the way to 500. What's going on, y'all? Welcome. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. This is the first Graveyard Shift of 2025. Let's make sure it's memorable. Proud of Hula I shoes AI. Trust me, bro. That wasn't me. I didn't create that, but shout out to my main man Pirate for hooking me up with the intro video. Cozy Newton was going on. Sincerely, Kentrell. I see y'all. What's good? I'm gonna remind y'all of something. Although it is a new year, we still have the same quote of the day, and that came from my main man Breezy. It's always knowledge when you get Brooklyn in the house. He says you can't buy energy, you got to get some sleep. You can't buy energy, y'all. Make sure you get some rest, y'all. Before we get into the nitty gritty, because this isn't gonna be a very long Graveyard Shift tonight. I just want to speak on 2024, man. 2024 was it was a year. You know what I'm saying, y'all? It was a year. It was definitely a year. We had some great times. We had some great times in 2024. From Player's Choice to this channel, playback, just all over the internet, man. 2024 was amazing. And it slowed down a little bit towards the end of the year with graveyard shifts and even NSB and whatnot. But we back, y'all. We back, man. Welcome to 2025. Yeah. Thank y'all for still being here. When did we kick this off? This channel, I started dropping content in 23. Yeah, it was around playoff time, 2023, I believe. Yeah, about I believe so. It was about March, April 2023 when we really started dropping content on this channel. Um, Graveyard Shift started with actually Graveyard Shift originated from live view watching the Kings games. And the terrible part about that is I did 4 graveyard shifts that were all live watch parties of the Kings playoff games, and those were all 4 games that we lost. If anybody was here from the beginning, y'all remember that. The games that we did not do watch parties for were the games that we won. The 4 games that we did were the 4 games we lost. So, there's that. I don't know if that means anything or I'm not too superstitious really like that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain things I trip off, but for the most part, I'm not super superstitious like that, yeah. But I just thought that was kind of weird. Coach Newton says your take's been getting traction on Twitter towards the end of the year. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I do want to say that all the things that were that went crazy organically, it was just that organic. Like I didn't clip any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know me, man. I'm not well, maybe I am a clout chasing loser. But anyways, I was just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what y'all know me. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna get up here and talk my shit, regardless of what it's about or how anybody feels about it. But tonight, I want to get into something specific. I want to get to something very specific, and I want to get some things off my chest. I want to talk about it, and I'm gonna get up out of here. There's been first of all, before we get into that, let's talk about what has actually happened, not about what's rumored to happen. The Sacramento Kings fired Mike Brown. Coach Brown, who was the coach of the year in 2023, the first time we made the playoffs in a long time. Coach Brown, he held us down. He did what he could. A lot of people give him credit for us getting back to the playoffs. I give all the credit to Domantas Sabonis, but that's just me, though. Either way, though, Coach Brown is no longer a part of the Kings organization. There were a lot of people that said he was scapegoated. A lot of people said he didn't deserve to lose his gig. I feel like that's just the way of the league, though. Y'all know how it goes. Y'all, everybody up here, everybody up here knows how it goes, man. Y'all know that typically the coach is the first one to get the axe. You know what I mean? Try to make the players happy or whatever it may be. Y'all know that the coach is always the first one to get scapegoated. That's just the way of the league. I say good riddance. I hate to see a brother lose his gig, but I mean he's still getting paid, right? You know what I'm saying? He's still getting his money. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like he's gonna have trouble feeding his family unless he's not too good financially with his money, which I have no idea about. That's not my business. But I know he's getting paid. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. But I say good riddance, Mike Brown. I say good riddance, Coach of the Year. I don't believe. Let me take a step back. When we acquired DeMar DeRozan, everybody that watches the Graveyard Shift or has seen me on the internet knew I was excited. I was excited for a couple of reasons. I was excited because we finally had a big wing that could score in ISO situations. We had a big wing that could go bucket for bucket with a lot of the prolific scorers in the NBA. I thought that was going to help us a lot. What I did not expect Coach Brown to give DeMar DeRozan carte blanche to slow down our offense. I did not expect Mike Brown to give DeMar DeRozan carte blanche to slow down our offense. I did not see that coming. I guess that's just me being hard-headed because a lot of people told me. They said, y'all play fast. DeMar doesn't play that way. He's a mid-range merchant. I'm like, we need a mid-range merchant. We need a guy that can go band for band with some of these prolific scorers in the league. A guy that in the middle of the third quarter, we can count on you, man. Go on an 8 to 10 point run. Get us some buckets. You know what I'm saying? I did not expect De'Aaron Fox to be playing second fiddle to DeMar DeRozan. I did not expect De'Aaron Fox to be passing the ball to DeMar DeRozan, standing and watching. Those were not things I expected. For those reasons, I say good riddance, Mike Brown. Coach got to coach, okay? Coach got to coach at any level. I saw, who was that? Was that Jimmy Johnson, I think? Because y'all know Mike Vick just got a college coaching job. And Jimmy Johnson was talking to him and he said, the pros is coaching, college is recruiting. You see what I mean? Because at the pros, they're all pros. We all pros. Somebody got to stir the pot. Somebody got to steer the ship. In college, I just recruit the bigger, better, faster kids. You know what I'm saying? And we rock. And so when I look at that, I'm like, Coach, you just thought we was just going to bring DeMar DeRozan over here and we was just going to just go crazy? Like, Coach got to coach. Y'all know I stand on that. Coach got to coach. And to hear that he's asking DeMar DeRozan if he's willing to come off the bench, that just infuriated me. It infuriated me because I'm saying if you know that you are on the verge of losing your job, why are you pussyfooting around asking players for permission to run your organization? You're asking players permission to let you do your job. If you're going to get fired, go out standing on your nuts. Mike Brown did not do that. For that, I say, good riddance, Coach Brown. Cozy Noon says a lot of pros are stubborn. I understand they're stubborn. So what? If I'm on the verge of losing my job anyway, I'm going to even more so push my own issue like I was going to do regardless. I don't believe in pussyfooting around a bunch of grown-ass prima donnas. You know what I'm saying? DeMar DeRozan wasn't a part of the Beam team. DeMar DeRozan didn't bring us to where we were. Domantas Sabonis did that. You know what I'm saying? Domantas Sabonis did that. Not DeMar DeRozan. You can't just give DeMar DeRozan free range to just slow our whole offense down. That's insane. I did not see that coming. And for everybody that tried to tell me that was going to happen, I say to you, I'm sorry. I apologize for being that hard-headed, stubborn dude that I am so often. I am so often hard-headed. I'm stubborn. I think I know everything. And I was so wrong. I thought Mike Brown was going to take control of this team, put DeMar DeRozan in position to win, and we was going to keep pushing. But he tucked tail. He let DeMar DeRozan come down here and slow down our offense. One of the most potent, lethal offenses in the league. One Unemployment says, salute, Lil Ox Bob. Salute to you, One Unemployment. Day, I was just talking about that. If Mike Brown wanted DeMar DeRozan to come off the bench, he shouldn't have asked it. He should have told him. I don't see anything wrong with that. DeMar DeRozan has come in and slowed our offense down. He's gotten in the way of Keegan Murray's offensive development. He's taking the ball out of De'Aaron Fox's hands in the fourth quarter. And that's just DeMar DeRozan playing his game. And that's why, as a coach, you can't allow DeMar DeRozan to play his game. When DeMar DeRozan went to the Spurs, he got better. Coach Pop coached DeMar DeRozan. He coached DeMar. He helped DeMar improve his game. When DeMar DeRozan left Toronto and came to the Spurs, you could see he was getting to his spots much better. His game was just more lethal, a little even more basic. He got better, in my opinion. And that's because Greg Popovich decided, I'm going to be a coach. I'm going to coach DeMar DeRozan. Mike Brown did not. That's what I got to say about Mike Brown. To Mike Brown, I say, good riddance. You're a hell of a coach when you coach. When you coach, Mike Brown, you are a hell of a coach. Why did you stop coaching? What happened? Why did you decide that you didn't want to coach no more? You know, Mike Tomlin says some coaches just don't want to coach. They say, oh, well, this guy isn't good at that. That guy isn't good at this. Those players are going to do that because they don't have the capabilities of doing this. That's your job as a coach. You got to help these players get better at things that are going to make your team better. Coach got to coach. Y'all know I stand on that. Coach got to coach. You don't want to be a coach, Mike Brown? He's in. Now, like I told y'all, this isn't going to be a long graveyard shit. We ain't going to be up here all day. I just got some things to get off my chest. I shot the link down in there if anybody want to pull up and speak on it and talk about how bad the Kings suck and all that. I'll listen to it for a couple minutes. But listen. I was just bullshitting with that, Mike. Let me not say that because I don't like to say stuff and then be like, oh, I was trolling when I know I wasn't. I wasn't trolling when I said that. I wasn't talking about fire Mike Brown and hire Mike D'Antoni. I was saying bring Mike D'Antoni onto the staff. You know what I'm saying? And y'all all know how I feel about Mike D'Antoni. I swear to you, if I pulled up to my son's practice because they don't break, they haven't had basketball practice in a week or so. And so I think they go back January 4th. No, not the 4th. That's next week. January 7th or 8th or something, right? If I go to my son's basketball practice and Mike D'Antoni has taken over the job, we are leaving. You feel me? Y'all know I can't stand Mike D'Antoni. But I seen our offense getting stalled, so I made the comment. I said, man, we need Mike D'Antoni, and I meant it. I meant it when I said it. 100% I meant it. I wasn't trolling. Y'all, you know what y'all not gonna catch me do? And y'all know, because it's real over here. Y'all know I'm not just gonna say some shit and be like, oh, I was trolling. You know what I'm saying? Because I was embarrassed about my take. Y'all know me better than that. I wouldn't do that. I meant that shit with all my heart. But anyways, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Hold on. Let me pull this shit up. Oh, yeah, bear with me. Let me pull this up real quick. Y'all know Chilltown was the first one to send this to me. I don't know why he was sending this shit to me. Did y'all see this bullshit? Sources says Rich Paul and his camp have informed league circles that De'Aaron Fox will not sign an extension with the Sacramento Kings and plans to push for a trade this offseason. Several teams have expressed interest, including the Oklahoma City Thunder, Orlando Magic, Brooklyn Nets, San Antonio Spurs, Houston Rockets, and Toronto Raptors. Did y'all hear that? One more song. Rich Paul and his camp have informed league sources that De'Aaron Fox will not sign an extension with the Sacramento Kings and plans to push for a trade this offseason. Several teams have expressed interest, including the Oklahoma City Thunder, Orlando Magic, Brooklyn Nets, San Antonio Spurs, Houston Rockets, and Toronto Raptors. Chat, what y'all think about that? To that, I say good riddance. To that, I say good riddance. Get your little skinny ass on somewhere. That soft shit is not welcome in Sacramento. Softness, bitch assness is frowned upon in my city. We have no love for that. If you want to go, get your little punk ass on. Y'all want to act like De'Aaron Fox changed our organization around. DeMontis Sabonis did that. We ain't get to the playoffs on the back of on that little skinny ass back. We got to the playoffs on the back of DeMontis Sabonis. Foxy, you want to go? Get your punk ass on. You know what? We don't got no time for no Foxes no how. Trade him to Minnesota. Get us Anthony Edwards. Get us a Wolf. We don't got time for no Foxes. Get us a Wolf. Get me Anthony Edwards, a big dog. Get your punk ass on. Shit. De'Aaron Fox want to act like we got to the playoffs on his little scrawny ass back. Man, Domantas Sabonis came over here and changed things for us. Domantas Sabonis changed things for us. And you want De'Aaron Fox to take credit for that? Talking about, I'm not happy. Get your punk ass on. Little ass boy. Nappy head ass boy over here talking. You want to go somewhere, you tell Rich Paul to get your ass traded then. Shit. Nah, Leak can't go. We don't need Foxy. We got Leak. Get your ass on, Foxy. Shit, take him to Houston. We'll take Fred VanVleet, Reed Shepard, Jalen Green, and 3 firsts. Shit. Talking about you don't want to be in Sacramento. Well, Sacramento don't want you to be here then. Tell you what. As long as we got Domantas, we got action. If we got Domantas, we got action. Believe that. Well, that's a good point right there. He could take Kevin Huerter on streaky shooting ass with him. Shit. Package Foxy and Kevin and get the hell on somewhere. Shit, think we need you to beam. The beam will light again. The beam will light again. If we got Domantas, we got action. Trade that fool to Minnesota. Bring us Anthony Edwards. That's what we want. We want a big dog. We don't want no little fox. Shit, Rich Paul talked about he not signing that extension. Motherfuck that extension. Take your ass on somewhere. We got Domantas Sabonis. We got action. Don't know what y'all expect me to say. Oh, no, Foxy, please stay, please stay. You're the one in Game 7 that got your ass busted by Steph Curry and then signed to the same white boy that gave you 50 in Game 7. Got torched in Game 7 and signed to the same white boy. You out here wearing his motherfucking shoes. Talking about his hand was hurt. He should have sat his little ass down somewhere then. Talking about his hand was hurt. Shit. Steph Curry gave this boy 50 in Game 7, and he wouldn't put that boy's shoes on. And then I had to defend that shit and act like it was okay. Everybody talking about, oh, he weird. I'm like, oh, that's good business. That's good business. Man, that's some sucker shit. Man, that white boy gave you 50 at home and then put you in his shoes. And you talk about you want to go on somewhere. Get your ass on. We don't respect no bitch asses in Sacramento. It's frowned upon. It's frowned upon. I got Cozy Newton and King J up here. What's up, y'all? Y'all there?
Yo, what's good, Ox?
What's good, man?
Honestly, bro, I just got like one question. I mean, Houston seems like a good like spot for him as far as like getting like good like something in return as far as like young talent, all that. But like, where would you? I don't know how to say this. Where would you want to see Fox play next? I know it's a good riddance for you, but like,
if it ain't Sacramento, I couldn't give it damn.
I feel it.
But I'm trying to figure out who we could get in return.
Right.
You know what I mean? I look at it like we got Domantas Sabonis, so we can't waste it. We can't waste Domantas, so we can't just go get Stephon Castle and 5 picks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stephon Castle he not ready. So it's like that's the only reason I said, you know what, we will take Fred VanVleet. Because a lot a lot of people don't care for Fred VanVleet or whatever, but I mean he's a veteran point guard.
Mm.
He's a veteran point guard. So I think we can still stay afloat. We can still stay afloat.
Sabonis is like what, like 28?
29, I think.
Something like
I think
that.
he's 20. I think he's like 29. So I look at it like we got 4 good years left, and we gotta make it work. I see Julius in the chat say Tyler Hero.
Hero wouldn't be bad.
I mean, if we do that, it's got to be Tyler Hero. I mean, we need a point guard though. Like I like Keon, but we need a point guard. I don't really want Tyler at the point guard. Like I don't know, bro. I really don't know. I'm not sure. I'm really not mad. I'm really not mad at the Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, Reed Shepherd package. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not mad at that.
What's up with what's his name? Devin Carter? I saw him in G League. He just got back from injury, right?
Yeah, he was hurt. I'm not exactly sure when he's gonna suit up, but that's another thing too. We haven't even been able to play our lottery pick yet. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I brought up a while ago. We talked about. I'm not sure how good he is though. Like I'm curious to see.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like with that DeMar signing, I thought it was good for y'all at first. Like it looked good at first on paper. But like as the season's gone on and everything, I said in the chat, like it just seems like he plays too slow for what y'all are really trying to get done. And I feel like he's already like up there in age and everything, so it's not like teams are gonna be like reaching and grabbing for like trades for him. I don't even know if it's possible, but I don't know. It just being stuck in the middle of the NBA is just like tough. So I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I know because it's still early in the season. That's what I'm saying. We still got 50 games left to play. Yeah. That's what I'm not really stressing it like that. I'm tripping off, you know, people acting like they're ready to throw the towel in. You know, we clearly as an organization, as a franchise, disappointed in us. I feel like we panicked. To like get rid of Mike Brown. I think that was a panic move. You know what I mean? So that I don't like that at all, even though I still felt like Mike Brown should have been doing better. I don't feel like Mike Brown was doing his job. I think he decided he didn't want to coach no more. He was kind of just letting things happen. I feel like I'm still okay. Like I'm still okay with DeMar DeRozan signing, but we can't let him dictate how our offense is going to be. We can't slow down our offense because of one player.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know. It's tough. I feel like Mike Brown's just going to go back to being an assistant, like some Darvin Ham shit. Honestly,
that's cool. I think Mike Brown is a good coach. He might be better off as an assistant.
Yeah,
you know. And really, I don't feel like DeMar DeRozan coming off the bench was a bad idea or a bad look anyway.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, I was saying that in the chat. Like 6-man Debo. Yeah. Like I feel like he would be able to get his like still off the bench, but I don't know if it's gonna be like another like OKC Melo thing where it's like me off the bench. I don't know.
And I think that's the situation. And that's why I said, why was Mike Brown asking him if he wants to come off the bench? I'm like, you know, you tell him this is the lineup now. Yeah. Like we, you know, and I'm not sure what he was going with it, who he was going to start. I'm in favor of Trey Lyles starting at the 4. You know what I'm saying? Put Keegan at the 3, and let's get back to running and shooting like we've been doing. You know what I mean? I'm all for that, but I'm concerned. Not concerned. I'm curious to see where do we go from here. What does January look like? I'm really curious to see what does January look like.
Yeah, it's big time for y'all. I ain't gonna lie, but I mean that's really all I got to say. Those Curry Foxes are clean though. Don't do that.
Well, I'm not wearing them shits.
They kind of clean though.
I'm gonna grab Jaylen Brown shoes.
Jaylen Brown shoes, those aren't too bad either. But I'm gonna let you get to it, bro. Happy New Year though. Keep doing what you're doing.
Same to you.
All right, bro.
For sure.
All right.
Yeah, man. Like I said, y'all, I don't plan on being up here too long tonight. The link is out there. I'll probably shut it down here in a couple minutes. But yeah, man. I say good riddance. That's what I say. I say good riddance. We don't got no time to be pussyfooting around like Mike Brown appeared to be doing. I think he decided he didn't want to coach no more. We don't got no time to be catering to De'Aaron Fox or DeMar DeRozan. If De'Aaron Fox wants to start, pushing his issue, which, it don't seem like that. It don't seem like he's giving up. It seemed like he came to play ball today. You know what I'm saying? He came to play tonight. Domantas Sabonis came to play tonight, which is always expected. Malik Monk, DeMar, everybody seemed like they were playing today. But if we're going to start trying to hold franchises hostage and Rich Paul trying to throw his weight around and all that, man, we don't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the Lakers. This ain't the Knicks. This ain't one of them franchises. You know what I'm saying? We're the Sacramento Kings. If you want to go, just go. You know what I'm saying? We don't got time for none of that. You know what I mean? We're trying to bounce back. We're trying to rebuild. We're trying to go back to the glory days when we were a respected organization in the NBA. We were, for a long time, we were no longer a respected organization in the NBA. We were one of the worst franchises in sports, not in the NBA, in sports. We got loyal fans that stuck with the squad, myself included, and we do not deserve to be getting held hostage by some nappy head boy named De'Aaron Fox. If you want to go, get your ass on. You know what I'm saying? It's simple as that. Man, this better not be that same weird ass nigga. Hold on. What's up, Nori?
Yo, what's good, man?
Chilling, man. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. What is that? Oh my god. Yo. Wow.
Hey, man, listen, man.
Yeah, man. What's going on, man? How you feeling?
I've been feeling good, man. It's been a minute since I've been on a graveyard shift, man.
Yeah, see, I mean, we've only done like 2 graveyard shifts in the past like 2-3 months.
That's crazy. Shit. I just got the notification on my phone to hop on this bitch, man.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so right now I've just been talking about what's going on in the Kings organization. And I once again I repeat, I say good riddance.
Man, y'all scapegoating Mike Brown for a terrible signing in DeMar DeRozan, man. I mean, we all saw the writing on the walls. We all knew that it wasn't gonna work out. I mean, it's just simple. It's pretty simple. Y'all fast-paced team who play a fast-paced offense. You get up and down. You have your wings in Trey Lyles and Keegan Murray who are developing as 3-point shooters to space the floor out for Sabonis to really thrive in his playmaking with his dribble handoffs and things like that. Him attacking the rim and making driving kicks. It just was a terrible fit, man. I never really saw the vision. Yeah. So y'all scapegoat to Mike Brown for that. I mean, I just feel like it's just a joke, man. I don't know.
So, I mean, somebody had to go. Real quick. Yo, what's up, Kent? You there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's going on, Big Ox, man?
Okay, chilling. So I had to make sure it was you before I put, because we got some weirdos out here tonight. We already pulled some weird shit earlier.
Man. You know I already know about it. I know about it, man. But happy New Year to y'all fellas, man.
Same to you. To answer you, no, don't hurry. I feel like it's a bad signing if we were going to, like I said, give him carte blanche to slow down our offense. We had one of the faster, more potent offenses in the league, and I think we could have kept that. Even with DeMar DeRozan, I think we could have still kept that. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't. I think Mike Brown decided to go the other way, and that just wasn't working for us. So if he wasn't going to coach and work our offense out, then he had to go. Y'all say he got scapegoated. I say he stopped coaching.
I mean, I understand Yeah, but I feel like y'all problems go way beyond just coaching. Like I just don't think y'all have the personnel to really maximize this team. Like when you have Sabonis, and then you have Keegan Murray, and then his progression is getting stopped because DeMar DeRozan again. Like I watched DeMar DeRozan all those years on my Bulls team. There's a reason I kept saying get that nigga off my team. It's not a coincidence. Once we got DeMar DeRozan off our team, that we're pushing the pace to some of the best in the league. It's not a coincidence that we went from being one of the taking some of the best mid ranges, take some of the most mid ranges in the league, to now taking some of the best most threes in the league, and we're one of the fastest teams in the league. I mean,
Yeah, but
that's
y'all
not a
still not
coincidence. I
good
mean,
though.
I mean, that's not a coincidence, huh?
Y'all still not good.
You better than the Kings,
No, you're not.
and you
No,
and you
you're
already know
not.
my other team clear. And you already know my other team clears them too. I'm just
Yeah, I
saying,
mean
like,
that's hold up,
man,
Bucks. I mean that's not a question, but I mean you act like he left and y'all got better. Y'all might have got faster, but y'all didn't
we
get better.
did though. We really did though.
Yeah, but yeah,
That's the crazy part.
just because y'all running faster and shooting more threes don't mean y'all a better team, bro.
I do.
I ain't gonna lie.
I
In
do
today,
think the
in
Ockers.
today's analytic basketball, man, you got. I'm glad we don't got that shit on our team anymore, man. I'm glad, hey guys, I'm glad you got to deal with it now, bro. You got to deal with that fucking terrorism, with DeMar DeRozan. So,
But
hey, bro, I would try to get that nigga up out of here.
DeMar has had some really good games for us. It just don't fit. It just
I
hasn't
agree.
fit with us yet. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say good riddance to Mike Brown. I think that's a coach's job. And the thing about it too, Nora, you got to admit, y'all got Billy Donovan up there. So you know what I'm saying? Billy Donovan is as bad is almost as bad as it gets.
I mean, that is true. He is a terrible coach, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. Mike Brown is a way better coach than Billy Donovan. Man, you
Yeah,
give
but
Mike
he's
Brown the
not.
proper
But Mike Brown
personnel,
still have a coach.
man. Man, listen, man. I understand that,
Bro,
bro.
we
I'm
would
not
have we
saying
would look.
I'm
You
not.
gotta
I'm
look
not
at it
putting
this way.
all the blame on DeRozan.
We would have 3 seed in 23. We would have been the 4th or 5th seed last year had Malik, Trey, and Kevin not got hurt. Mike Brown is a hell of a coach.
Facts.
Why did he decide to stop
Mm-hmm.
coaching is beyond me.
Shit, I don't know, man. You just don't fire him, though. I mean, where's the loyalty at? I mean, he helped you. He helped y'all get to the playoffs in what, like 17 years since y'all didn't make the playoffs. Like a
Well,
17-year
that's what I'm saying.
drought.
That wasn't Mike Brown. That was Domantas Sabonis.
It was both.
Okay,
It
that's
was
cool.
both.
We
Gets the
got
bonuses
Domantas,
credit. He was
we
hooping.
got Domantas, we got Malik, we got Keegan Murray. All those things happen all at once.
Man,
I
listen.
do.
If
I
I'm the
do think the
Kings,
addition of
if
DeMar was
I'm the
meant for the
Kings,
postseason,
man.
though. I don't think it
If
was
you the
meant for the regular
Kings,
season.
So
if you the
you're saying
Kings, man, how
Was
DeRozan come
supposed to
off
be a
that
play
bench?
was supposed to be you're saying DeMar was a playoff pickup.
Yes, sir. I do. I believe that DeMar, when you
Hell
bring on a
nah.
player like DeMar, when you bring on a player like DeMar, especially given like his track record, and I do understand his track record and his history in the playoffs. When you looked at the Kings, particularly in the one playoff series that they did have against Golden State, a big issue that they had was they truly did lack like a mid range scorer, somebody who even when the playoff series was happening, I remember you saying like De'Aaron would not take over, he would not control the team, he wouldn't if they went down two, three, four, 5 times and they didn't score, De'Aaron wouldn't necessarily go and get a bucket and direct the team. And I think DeMar was there for those instances where, it's a tight game with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter or something. Man, we just gotta get a bucket. And as much as DeMar has shown that if he's the first or the second option to be the go-to bucket getter, that he might can't be relied upon. When you got a guy like De'Aaron and DeMontis on the team, just you being there just to get us a mid-range bucket, I think that's why they brought in DeMar. So I'm
Yeah.
with
You
you.
already got
I
your
do
mid
think that
range. You
DeMar.
already got your
I
mid
felt
range killer,
I
man. How
wasn't
many
mad.
do you need?
I wasn't mad at the DeMar pickup. I just felt like we probably needed. There was other things we needed. You know what I'm saying? Like we needed
Rim protection.
we needed Isaiah Hartenstein. You know what I'm saying? We needed Robert Williams. We needed Mitchell Robinson. We needed those type of guys. We needed a Walker Kessler. We
I
needed, you
Yep.
agree.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's
Dorian,
what I feel like we
I'm
should.
not gonna lie. Dorian Finney-Smith would have been that nigga would have been fire with the
I mean, that
Kings.
would
I
have
would have
that would
loved
been
Dorian
that would have been a cool
Finney-Smith.
pickup, yeah. But I'm saying we
Much
needed
better than DeRozan.
we needed a big. No, he's not, bro. He's not better than DeRozan.
I'm
But
talking about the fit. I mean, the
yeah,
Rose weak ass, I guess, on a
that's
lot
what I
of the
was
team,
saying
his
before.
weak
What
ass
I'm
is
saying
better.
during the offseason is that we needed a rim protector, a big man, more than we needed DeMar DeRozan. But I still like once again though, like I said,
Brook Lopez still on the table.
I'm not mad at I'm still not mad at the DeMar DeRozan pickup. I'm mad at Mike Brown for allowing us to switch our offense to cater to DeMar DeRozan. You know what I'm saying?
DeMar DeRozan,
You're the coach of the team. You have to coach the team, and that's just I'm standing on that. I'm not going to blame DeMar DeRozan when our coach is allowing this to happen.
You put blame on both. You put blame on coach not coaching, and you put blame on that trash garbage front office for everybody who knows basketball outside of you being a Kings fan and being excited. And I'm saying in gassing it. Everybody knew that was a terrible fit. The GMs don't get no blame. I just don't like coaches getting scapegoated when it's multiple reasons why the Kings just playing so far.
How do you even call it a scapegoat if this is the coach allowing us to run a different offense than what was working? That's just bad coaching.
I just don't think it's all on coach though.
If you're not, well, it's on him. It might not all be on him, but it's on him. And we're not just going to get rid of all our players. The easier thing to do is get rid of the coach. You're not getting scapegoated if you're not doing your job. If you're not doing your job, you just got fired. You didn't get scapegoated.
All I'm saying is this, bro. Mike Brown has not been perfect, obviously. I'm not a coach, I'm not a GM, so I'm not gonna tell the nigga how to coach. But at the same time, though, I do think it would have been beneficial for that nigga to come off the bench. There was reports coming. There was reports coming out there like he was like asking DeMar come off the bench, nigga. Tell that nigga to come off the bench. You the coach.
And that's so what I'm saying. Good riddance. Mike Brown, you're supposed to be a coach. What are you doing here? You a yes man? You a yes man?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Get your ass out of here, bro.
Oh no, man. I'm just not feeling. I'm not feeling it, man.
I need a coach that's gonna stand on his nuts and tell his team what we're doing, not ask his team what we want to do.
Man, all I'm saying is this, man. If the Kings want to make the playoffs, the only chance they got is if they call up Milwaukee and ask for Brook Lopez. And that's really it. I mean, shit. We don't want no weak ass DeMar DeRozan, but we'll take Trey Lyles and Keon Ellis. Shit. Y'all get your rim protector center.
No,
we can't have Trey. Nah, nigga, it's gonna take Trey.
Well,
hey, shit, Brook Lopez. I ain't gonna lie. That actually be tough.
Shit, y'all keep Brook Lopez over there. I want Trey Lyles, nigga. Shit.
Now, however, I did offer you, I think like 2-3 months ago, I did offer you Keldon Johnson, Zach Collins, and the Hawks first round pick for Keegan Murray. Can we
Hell no. Hell no. Why would the Kings do that?
I don't care what nobody say about Keegan. I'm still rocking with Keegan. I might have been upset with him, but you got to realize too, DeMar DeRozan has come over here and taken a lot of shots, gotten his offensive way. Keegan Murray needs to step up defense right now.
Oh, I like Keegan. That's why I'm
man. Nah, listen. Y'all can have Bobby Portis weekends too.
Keegan Murray needs to focus on being a 3-and-D guy, a guy that plays defensive spots up. That's what he needs to focus on right now.
His defense is fine.
Yeah, well, he needs to focus on that.
I'm the defense. I think he's out of a rhythm, and his development is just not the same because, I mean, the niggas like right now. What is he? You got obviously Fox number 1 option, Sabonis number 2, and then Malik number 3, and then there's DeMar DeRozan number 4. That nigga's like the 5th option, so it's hard for a shooter to get in rhythm.
DeMar DeRozan is like that. Not our 4th option. DeMar DeRozan is like our first, 2nd option. I'm
talking about overall.
I'm talking about what's been happening. I'm talking about what's been happening this season, and that's why Mike Brown needed to get his bald ass up out of here.
He been playing like a 2nd option this year, but he ain't that.
I mean, but when DeMar DeRozan been going crazy, that's what I'm saying. It's not like DeMar's been playing bad. It's just not our offense. So it's like if we're gonna play that style, we need to switch up our forward. We can't do both. We can't play both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like
Would
there's a
you rather
time
have
there's a time and place for everything.
Yeah, I just don't think he fits. Like again, y'all have a what's the word? Or y'all have an identity and y'all have a clear identity, and that identity has a clear ceiling. And that's
Yeah, but
first round
see,
exits, possibly second round exits.
it's hard for a lot of y'all
And
to see it the way I'm seeing it because y'all just don't like DeMar DeRozan, and that's the
I think
reason
he's
why y'all
fine
not.
on the lottery
That's
team.
that's a different. That's the thing. Like, well, we were in the lottery. Like, what do you mean? But
I mean,
what I'm
not
saying is the fact that most people do not like DeMar DeRozan as a basketball player, it makes it hard for y'all to see what I'm saying. Like, DeMar isn't the issue here necessarily. It's just the fact that we allowed him to change up our whole offense. If we put DeMar DeRozan into the flow of our offense and used him as more of a as the role that Harrison Barnes was playing, shooting baseline jumpers, working on the baseline, slasher, you know what I'm saying? That DeMar DeRozan he has
attacking
the capability.
closeouts.
DeMar DeRozan has the capabilities to play that role. If we would have kept
No, he
it to
doesn't.
that, how does he not? What do you mean he doesn't? He doesn't
He
have the
just he's just
capabilities to
not
still go
Harrison
on the
Barnes. I mean, obviously
he don't
DeMar
have you
DeRozan
see,
is a
but
way
see
better player
what
than
I'm saying,
Harrison Barnes.
this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Nari, this is what I'm saying. You're saying this because you don't like DeMar DeRozan. You wanted him off your team. DeMar DeRozan has the skill set and capabilities to do the things that Harrison Barnes was doing. Instead of putting him in the positions where Harrison Barnes was last year, year before that, we're putting DeMar DeRozan at the top of the key, giving him the ball and watching. That's not our offense. DeMar DeRozan could have been placed into our offense, and we could have worked simple as that. But instead, Mike Brown allowed him to play his game, and we're letting that happen. That's why I said he had to go.
But here's the thing though, like Ox, I understand what you're saying, perfectly clear. But when you have a player like DeMar DeRozan, bro, the nigga, how old is DeMar? 35, 36. He's been in the league for 10 plus years. Bro, he's not just gonna randomly change his game out of nowhere to fit their team and fit their play style. I mean, that's just not gonna happen. So at
But he's
that
not the
point,
coach. What is he gonna do? What is he
but
gonna do?
but
Just
but
not play?
but but you
Okay, what
but
is he
you right,
saying?
but you right. He ain't the coach. He ain't the coach. But a nigga like that ain't gonna change. He ain't gonna change the way he plays basketball. He's been playing the basketball in the NBA like this for like 12, 15 plus years. That's
Okay,
just not
in
realistic.
the heart. And if that's the case, if it come down to that, it has to come down to that. And that's why I've been trying to say this all week. If he's gonna do that and just hold the team hostage, then it has to come to a head. It has to come to a head. Mike Brown cannot kneel and cater to DeMar DeRozan. Mike Brown had to let him know this is what we're doing. You're not doing that. You're doing this. And if he has a problem with that, sit your ass over there. You know what I'm saying? It's really that's what I'm saying. You cannot, under no circumstance, can you allow somebody to come in here and dictate what you're doing on your team. Especially if you're going to get fired anyway. Don't get fired with your tail between your legs, catering to these prima donnas.
I mean, yeah, I agree. Like I said, never once did I say Mac Brown was doing the best job. Never once. I never said that. Like he could definitely have been doing better with his coaching. Like how that weak ass nigga DeMar DeRozan come off the bench. His weak ass, for a fact he can't play with no real team and be like a third option. So how that weak ass nigga come off the bench with the ball in his hands and that fits his play style more, kind of like a Russ thing. I mean, we had to have Russ weak ass come off the bench and then he started playing better. I mean, it is what it is, bruh. I mean, it was a terrible signing. Mike Brown wasn't doing the best job this year, but you'll give a nigga like that time. Will help y'all franchise pretty much turn it around from just terrible poverty franchise into
Domantas
being
Sabonis changed
a
our squad
consistent
around.
team in the West.
That's what happened. Domantas
I mean,
Sabonis
it's a
changed
mixture of. I mean, y'all
It's
whole
not
culture
no.
got changed once Mike Brown
No matter
went there.
who the coach was gonna be, we got way better because we got Domantas Sabonis. We got Domantas Sabonis. We signed Malik Monk. We brought Kevin Huerter over. We drafted Keegan Murray. He was ready to play. We got better because of Domantas Sabonis.
I like the bonus. I like the bonus.
As long as, regardless if you like him or not, I don't care if you like him or not. If you got Domantas Sabonis, you got action. You know what I'm saying?
You don't like
Any
them
coach,
other guys.
we can have another coach. Like another coach, losing Mike Brown ain't no big deal like that.
I
Like,
mean, nigga, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not.
It's 30 motherfuckers out here that we can hire and he can come on. Like, that's not the issue. You just can't allow a player to dictate how you're gonna run your team.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, what was I going to say? Like, I was like, you said DeMar DeRozan how he changed our franchise. I agree. He did play a part in it. Again, I think he's y'all second best player.
You mad at DeMar DeRozan because Lonzo Ball got hurt.
I'm mad at that nigga because he was on our team. He was on our team holding us back. He was on our team holding us back from tanking. I wanted to be trash.
So, and that's what I'm saying.
But I don't care about Lonzo. Well, listen. Lonzo getting hurt, man.
You wanted to be trash, and DeMar DeRozan was too good for y'all to take. And now you mad at me. Nigga, you in your feelings because y'all couldn't take because DeMar was too good. That's crazy.
No,
that's
no, bro. Because that nigga just ruined He just ruined everything, bro.
He ruined everything because you wanted to tank, like you just said.
Yeah, why wouldn't you want to take it and get?
Because there's no integrity in tanking, especially if you consider yourself a all-star like DeMar DeRozan considers himself. DeMar DeRozan,
you should have been traded that nigga.
That nigga DeMar DeRozan is too good for what you wanted him to be. Lonzo Ball got hurt, and now you're being sensitive and blaming DeMar DeRozan. That's all that's going on.
I'm not gonna lie. I just don't think DeMar DeRozan's the type of player to play with. Like I like Sabonis. I like De'Aaron Fox. And Sabonis, he's terrible defensively. Terrible defensively. He's terrible. He's a terrible defender. Overrated passer. But
I don't got time to hear all that all day. You mad at DeMar DeRozan? Now you over here talking shit. I don't want to hear that shit. If De'Aaron Fox,
I think Sabonis is the top 40 player. I think Sabonis is the top 40 to 30 player in the league. But DeMar DeRozan go play with somebody else that shifts the defense.
Hold on. If De'Aaron Fox want to go, he can take his little punk ass on somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about De'Aaron Fox. If we got DeMontis Sabonis, we got action. So I'm not worried about Fox. Like if we trade him, we gonna get a haul back in return. So it's not no big deal. As long as we don't trade DeMontis Sabonis,
y'all don't get some picks. Y'all don't get a lot of picks. Y'all ain't gonna get back no like players to make y'all make the playoffs. Shit.
How you know?
The best shot.
How you know we gonna get? We don't even know.
Because if y'all trade Fox, y'all gonna trade that nigga to a contender.
Why?
Right?
How you know that?
Because you do right by your best guy.
What? You do right by a guy that said I'm not signing with y'all? Fuck him.
He's been there for a while. He's been there for a while. He helped you niggas make the playoffs.
He ain't do shit, but get cooked by a white boy in Game 7 and then signed to his company. That's all he did for us.
Everybody got cut by that white boy, nigga. That ain't saying nothing. Everybody got cut by that white boy.
That's crazy. I wouldn't go that far with Steph, man. Look, I
know he a yellow nigga, but there ain't nothing wrong with him being yellow. James yellow.
But I really do just feel like DeMar was. I can understand why Ox was hyped the way that he was hyped because when you looked at that team, especially from that playoff season, they really didn't have that in between. Go to slow down the pace whenever we needed to slow down the pace score. They didn't have it. Keegan hadn't developed quite yet into the off the attack, off the dribble score that he's shown that he has been now for a little while this season. Malik and those guys, they love to speed up the game, which is no problem because that's their game. But they had no, all right, guys, we came down, we missed 2-3 threes in a row. We need a bucket here so we can either stop the other team's run, or we need a bucket here to kind of help us go over the top to kind of seal this game. They didn't have that, so I do believe that DeMar for me was meant more as a playoff signing. And I do think that with DeMar being pushed into that role of being third or fourth scoring option would have been better. But to much of what Ox is saying, Mike Brown allowing DeMar to come in and automatically just roll into being that second scoring option, I don't understand why he did that with the type of team that he has.
Yeah,
The
and
only change on the team was Demar Ox. Like that was the only change. So
I got a question
that's
for
what
I got a
I
question for
also I
Ox. I got a
also
question for
I
Ox real
also
quick.
hold on, Nahari, hold on. I also like damn nigga. What's wait, Ken, you were saying about the more never mind. Go ahead, Nahari. What you saying?
Yeah, my fault. I was gonna say, like, I understand what y'all saying with the Rosen thing, him being that consistent, like quote unquote half court scorer in the mid range. But I mean, y'all already had that in Fox. But I understand what y'all trying to say. But I thought there was more options out there besides DeMar DeRozan that could have really been that, and then some.
Like
Like for
who else over here
example,
got
a player that was clearly available and you niggas could have got, and he would have been amazing on this team. Chris Middleton. I could have got Chris Middleton. He was available. He's
he was
making what
available?
31 mil.
How?
Yeah,
How was he available? How?
the Bucks is willing to trade Chris Middleton. He's been in trade talks
If
all
if
year,
if if Chris Middleton was available, he would be gone.
but nobody wants him though. That's the problem. But y'all might want him. He gives you that consistent scoring. He's a way better defender than DeMar DeRozan. He's a
Chris
way
Middleton
better.
he slowed down the game just like DeMar. That's what I'm saying. But my thing
Yeah,
about it is
but he's a way. But here's the difference though. Here's the difference though, Ox.
bro,
Chris
they was
Middleton's
not
a
finna
way
give us
better
Chris
off ball
Middleton
player.
for
Chris
what?
Middleton plays way better without the ball, and you understand that.
but
I
you
don't gonna lie,
can't.
this nigga Chris Middleton defensively this year has actually
Bro,
been pretty good,
Chris
and
Middleton
he's a
just
way
started
better
playing.
passer playmaker.
He couldn't even walk during the
But you
offseason.
can't.
Why would we do that?
Yeah, but you can't
On
do that
top of
for a
that,
guy that
bro,
had ankle surgeries, like Ox said.
I'm just. I mean,
my thing
he's been
that's
balling.
what I'm
He's
saying.
been
That
balling. That's a risk you take.
if Chris Middleton was available, he would be gone. He would be gone. And the Bucks
I
wasn't
mean,
giving up Chris. But my thing about it, the
I'll
whole
give up
thing,
that. I'll give up that nigga.
but we they wouldn't give up Chris Middleton. You might be saying that, but the Bucks wasn't giving up Chris Middleton. That would
If
be
all the
crazy.
if the Kings would have been willing to throw Trey Lyles, Keon Ellis. I don't want Harrison Barnes weak ass,
All right, this
but
is you
somebody
saying
else to make.
this is you
I
saying
mean,
that they wasn't going to give up no Chris Middleton for Trey Lyles and
y'all could
Keon
have
Ellis.
got Jeremy Grant. Hey, that nigga was available. That would have been way better.
But okay, but
Y'all
my
could have
thing,
got
my
y'all
main
could have
thing
got
is that
Cameron Johnson.
all right, bro,
Come
all right,
on,
but
man.
that's my thing is that there's 50 games left in the season. I'm not tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like this, I guarantee we still make the playoffs. It's not really like everybody's being so over the top about what's going on right now. We're
Y'all
like,
better than the Spurs.
yes. Let me see. Hold on.
I don't know if y'all better than the Spurs, man. The Spurs, I like them. I like them a little bit more. Their team makes a little bit more sense than the Kings.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
all right.
right now they're. I mean, right now they're not better than that.
Trey Lyles can only do so much. He can only do so
all right,
much.
but still, we're 4 games out the 6th seed, and there's 50 games left in the season. I'm not tripping.
Yeah, there's a
Like
lot of season left. Like
I'm not tripping at all. There's 50 games left. We're 4 games out the 6th
we
seed.
haven't even reached the trade deadline, Ox. You know what I mean? Like, so it's still moves that can be made.
Yo, Ken, you a Kings fan?
No, I'm a Spurs fan. I just enjoy watching the Kings. But
Oh, that's
you
your second
know,
favorite team.
no, it's not. No, I don't have a second favorite. I'm a Spurs fan, but I just enjoy watching other teams. Like, but
Nahari's under the impression that you can't if you praise the team or say something good about a team, you gotta be a fan of that team. You can't say nothing
No,
good about a team you're not a fan of.
I didn't say that. He
oh
just said we. That's why I was confused. He's like we. I'm like, oh, he a Kings fan? Oh, I would have been tough,
no,
but
I'm
I
saying
just
when
got
you
confused.
when you said this. No, when you said the Spurs, I was saying like we right now. When you said
Oh,
Spurs, I said we as in Spurs. Like, yeah, right now we're a better team than the Kings, but there are still trades to be made. I think the Kings are one of those teams that we are probably in the most competition with for that backup big role. So I think come trade deadline, we will probably be right there with them trying to compete to see who gets Walker Kessler. Um, I think if we get Walker Kessler, I think we're
that'd
a
be a
lot more
fire pickup
dangerous.
for the Kings or the Spurs.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
I
what I
think
said
we'll be more
earlier.
dangerous.
I'm still not mad at the DeMar move. Like I'm still all for it. I just think that we needed to get Walker Kessler, Isaiah Hartenstein, Robert Williams, one of those type players.
Oh my God, Hortenstein next to Sabonis, nigga.
We needed a rim protector. We needed a rim protector bad. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm
That would have been
saying, like the West is so jam packed. Like it takes 2 weeks for us to be where we at. In 2 weeks, we can be the 6th, 5th seed.
I'm not gonna lie. The West is not. The West is very overrated when it comes to that conference.
I've been saying that for a while.
I mean, the Eastern Conference is low key better, but again, like I'm fine with saying they're about the same. I'm looking at the top teams in the East.
I don't see a big difference in the conferences like that. But
it's literally just one conference, literally just deeper. One conference, and the other conference is top heavy.
One bad week or one good week in the West, and everything changes. So, you know, it's really
people
really
just been glazing the West because it's just I think it's just a trend to glaze the West. But like, if you really go and look at it, like the top teams in the East, like the top 6 to 7 teams in the East, and yes, I'm gonna count the Magic because when they're healthy, we understand that they're a problem. But they're way better than those top teams in the West. I'm not gonna lie. The only team that's giving them action is the Thunder.
My thing about it is in the whole, as far as just the basketball community goes, everybody's just super dramatic. Like that's just the thing to do. You know what I'm saying? That's just the thing to do. Every day, it's something. It's we have to do something definite. You know what I mean? Every day we got to have some super hot take. Every day has to be something. You know, so that's the issue with the basketball community as a whole. You know, so it's really not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? We're a couple games out the playoffs. You know, so that's all.
Y'all make a couple trades, y'all gonna be probably better than the Lakers.
I don't even think we need to really make any trades. We just need to go back to playing basketball. You know, that's all. But check it out. So like I said though, y'all, this wasn't gonna be a long graveyard shift. Only had an hour tonight. And shit, we at the hour right now. But shit, appreciate y'all pulling up though, Ken and Ari. Appreciate y'all pulling through.
Yes, sir.
All right, big guys, man. I appreciate it, man. Hey, man. I loved it. I enjoyed the show, man. Hopefully we get a little bit more of these, man. I love to come on here and chop it up with you and talk about basketball, man. Because I feel like I can convince you on this Keegan Murray trade. I really do. I really do think.
Call Monty McNair, man.
Yeah, I do think I can convince y'all of this Keegan Murray trade. But yeah, man, it's a long season. I think they can still pull it around, man. Honestly, I really do. But the only difference, as far as my opinion on that, the conferences, the only differences between the East and the West is that one conference has Victor. And that's it. I think that's if Victor right
the
now.
The other conference has Giannis.
If Victor was in the East right now playing for Miami or Orlando or somebody like that, everybody would be saying that the East is the best conference. And that's my honest personal opinion about it.
Okay.
When you got a nigga, I ain't gonna lie, Victor cool, but when you got a nigga like Giannis in your conference, man, that nigga, Vic, nobody would talk about the nigga in the same conference with Giannis. Giannis busting that nigga ass every time they match up.
Give it to March, and give it till March. Victor will be a better player than Giannis. Give it to March.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Yeah, I gotta go. All right, Ken. All right. Yeah, dude, no way. You know I'm not gonna listen to that. But that was crazy. Yo, all right. Man, thanks y'all for stopping by though. This is Graveyard Shift episode 101. That's one step closer to 500. We'll be there before you know it. Remember this from my man Breezy: you can't buy energy. You gotta get some sleep. We'll be back with the Graveyard Shift before you know it, man. I'll make sure y'all turn your notification bells on. And you already know, never drink and drive. Call a cab, call a Lyft, call an Uber. Take care of yourself, love yourself, drink some water, and get some cardio, y'all. Catch y'all next time.